Hey, what's going on, family? How y'all doing? Happy hump day. Ooh, let me tell you. No, I don't even have to tell you. If you're in New Jersey, the temperature is blazing. Oh my goodness. I was out today doing some extra money work. Almost killed me. I looked at the temperature in my car. It was 105 degrees. Whoa. Okay. Um, So I'm taking the day off today. I'm gonna chill. But I wanted to spend time with you, my favorite family, see how everyone is doing, checking in, and I am ready to talk about today's topic. Well, I just want to welcome you to the comfort zone. This is the place where you determine whether you're going to step out of your comfort zone or not. But remember, you're right either way. I am your host, Donna E. Williams, owner of Donna's Touch LLC, where everything I touch comes from the heart. Today's episode, I'm always talking about something that's not really controversial, but it can be controversial depending on who you talk to. So today we're talking about getting uncomfortable with being comfortable with our love and our life. Part two. Part one was about self. This one is going to be about relationships and love. And go share with you some of my experiences, some of the things that I've learned. And I want you to share with me some of the things that you learned about love and life and being comfortable and not wanting to rock the boat, so to speak. So I'm going to start with reading a passage from Acts of Faith, which is written by Iyanla Van Zandt. This is the 25th anniversary edition of this book that I'm reading. She added some new information to it. And so for July 20th, I thought this would be really good to kind of kick this off. So she always starts with a quote. Acts of Faith is affirmations that are written for people of color, right? So it's a daily thing. So each day you read something different. She always starts off with a quote by someone, and then she will talk about or she will speak about the quote or how it pertains to our lives. Y'all ready? Put your seatbelts on. Here we go. So this is July 20th. Someone was hurt before you, wronged before you, hungry before you, frightened before you, beaten before you, humiliated before you, raped before you, yet someone survived. That's Maya Angelou's quote. So here's what Iyanla said. What do you do when it seems as if people want to stay in their pain? They have a story to tell, and they tell you every chance they get. It may get to the point that they become so entrenched in their pain that they stop looking for a way out. Well, believe it or not, they may like where they are. Our job is to leave them there. You can point the way out of pain, but you cannot force them to get out. You can support the move beyond their limitations, but you cannot make the move. Movement requires learning from painful experiences by recognizing the role we have played. If we continually tell the story without drawing a conclusion, we become a victim of the drama of the pain. You can do anything you choose to do. And then she always writes a reflection. Here's the reflection. Have you ever had to confront the pain of Professional victims. What did you do and what did you learn? Yeah, powerful stuff, right? What did you do? What did you learn? Professional victims. Wow. People who like being comfortable in being uncomfortable in the comfort of their pain. This goes with a lot of love relationships, love and life relationships, right? Because you get involved, things work well, then something happens. Either one or both people realize that this is not working, or one person may realize it's not working and they decide that they don't want to be in a relationship anymore, and that's fine. But how about the person who can't handle it, who can't handle not being in a relationship anymore? That what Iyanla talks about it constantly. They're in pain and they stay there. They don't want to do anything to get out of it. I was a long time ago in a land far, far away, the Bronx. I was the relationship I was in at the time. He had a good friend, female friend, good friend. But one of the things she was a professional victim. But I'm going to say this: the disclaimer is one of the reasons she was that way is because she was being physically abused, and she didn't know how to get out. And I didn't realize she was being physically abused. I just heard her complain a lot. And in the beginning, he was always her. I mean, she was always his friend. And then she wanted to be my friend. But my tolerance for not getting out of a situation that's causing you harm was very short. And so what ended up happening for me is I stopped talking to her because she wasn't prepared to do anything different. What I have since learned, especially about people who are under physical abuse, that a lot of times, I'm not sure the percentage, but I'm just going to say a lot of times they don't know how to get out of the relationship. They don't know how to leave the abusive relationship. They don't know where to go. I asked my partner, did he want to give her a place to stay? We had an extra room. We could have given her a place to stay so she can get out of that situation. She didn't want to get out. I don't think she did. I mean, I would like to say that she did, but I remember telling her, he's going to do serious harm to you if you don't leave. You need to leave. My compassion level at that time in my life was very, very low. I didn't have a lot of tolerance for people and their shenanigans. But as I began to realize and understand that it's not shenanigans, sometimes people just can't get out. They don't know how. They don't know if there's anything else out there. They don't know what they could trust. They know this is the devil they know. The devil they don't know is outside. But see, that's the comfort zone part. That's the part, right? That's the part about stepping out of your comfort zone. My last relationship was with a man that I met online. It feels like I've talked about this before, but anyway, I'm talking about it from a different angle. It was a man that I met online, and in the beginning, everything, of course, you know how it goes. In the beginning, everything is nice. It's lovely. It's, you know, it is working. You're learning each other. You're figuring each other out. You're finding out what you like. But I'm going to say this. In the beginning, he shared so much of his life with me Like the first 2 weeks of us going out and talking, he just sat down and I mean, every time we talked, he was telling me about things that happened when he was younger. I mean, he went all the way back to the age of 11 and started telling me about his life. And in the beginning, I thought that was like, wow, because I felt I've always met men that weren't emotionally available. So I felt that this man was being emotionally available. He was allowing me to see who he is. He was showing me, telling me who he was, how he got to be who he is. As I look back on it now, I really truly believe that he looked at my website, he saw what kind of person I am and what I did, and he felt that he could get some free help. That's what I believe. But let me get to the story. So we were dating. He told me his whole life story, told me all about this and that and the other. So much so that there was a lot of stuff I didn't really pay attention to. I really got caught up with him sharing, and I'm under the impression that he's being emotionally available by telling me these things. The fear, the pain was I realized after the relationship had ended that there was no value there. He didn't value me. I wasn't important to him. The only thing that was important to him was him getting what he needed. He didn't care whether I got what I needed. The pain is I didn't care that I didn't get what I needed. And that's why I'm like, okay, so what was that about, right? So when I think about it, when I sit down and I analyze it, because I analyze everything. So when I sit down and I analyzed it, I said, so what was going on? What was that about? What that was about is that I'm looking for someone to value me, and I needed to value me first. All of this time, I thought that's what I was doing until I got involved with someone who clearly did not value me, and I accepted it, right? So, how did I accept it? I accepted it by not, I accepted it by not placing any boundaries on the relationship. Let me be clear. I mean, I'm not talking about he just was able to do whatever he wanted to do. No, but I did not. I set certain things up and had expectations that he would do what he should do as the man in the relationship, and he didn't. And I didn't say anything about it. Small example. We went to a boat ride, and I was selling tickets for the boat ride. So I got 2 tickets for free. I sold enough tickets to get 2 free tickets. He was aware of this, that he's getting on a boat ride for free because of me. We get to the garage in the city uh, to park the car to get on the boat, and the cost was $40. My expectation was that he was going to pay for the parking because I drove to the boat ride. I put my gas in the car for the boat ride, and you're going on the boat ride for free. So the least you could do is pay for the gas. He didn't pay, I mean, not pay for the gas, pay for the parking. He didn't pay for the parking. When I brought it up later on, I'll never forget this. He said, he said he's used to being taken care of. Whoa, really? Now, if he had that much going on, that might be true. but he didn't. And what I mean by that much going on, I mean you tall, dark, handsome, slim, got it going on. You flashing, you driving the latest car. I mean, listen, if you're gonna be taken care of, then at least you got to look the part, right? Or act the part. And he didn't. And I thought that was kind of strange. But I was like, I'm not just sugar mama. He said, no, I don't mean it like that. But and I was like, how you gonna come back from that? That was that was quite interesting. It was very telling. There were a lot of things in this relationship that were very telling after I sat down and I thought about it. I said, Donna, what are the lessons that you want to learn? So I'm doing a deep dive today because I'm talking about what my last relationship was, what was the pain, the fear, the value, and the acceptance. I accepted a lot. I didn't value myself enough to have more conversations about what it is that's important to me and what's important to him. If I'm being honest about it, I was just really I was more concerned about getting into the relationship, being intimate, as opposed to understanding what that really meant and what was important to him. What role did I play in his life? We said we wanted to be in a relationship. He said, key point. He said, I want to be in a healthy monogamous relationship because all his other relationships, he's cheated. He's never been faithful. So now he's ready to be faithful. And my dumb ass believed him. I don't think that man was faithful. I don't even think he knows what that means. But I didn't investigate it. I let a lot of things go because I was looking out for what I thought I wanted. But you got to be clear with who you are, how much value you possess. Where do you sit in your own life before you can think about bringing someone else in? And that's in any relationship. That's in any relationship. And I'm including the kids, I'm including the parents, I'm including the husband, the wife, I'm including your friends, the coworkers, I'm including all relationships. It is important for you to be comfortable with the love that you have for yourself. And if you don't know what that is, and if you don't have it, get it. Like Iyanla said, I'm going back to the passage. Like she said, what do you do when people want to stay in their pain? It is not. It's it is so unhealthy to stay in your pain. And what is it actually doing for you? You're a professional victim. You become a professional victim. Like everyone's always done it to you, and you haven't done anything, but everybody's causing you pain. You're a professional victim. So what are you doing to get out of it? What are you doing to change it? What are you doing to no longer be a victim and to take back your power? Because you have power. And a lot of times we don't realize how much power we have. We don't give ourselves enough credit. We don't love ourselves enough. The comfort zone is to help you step out of the things that you are comfortable in. Become uncomfortable with loving yourself more. Become uncomfortable with valuing yourself more. Become uncomfortable with knowing you are worth it. You are worthy. You are the prize. You are worth it. Every day, every minute, every hour that you are here, God put you here for a reason. You have a purpose in this life. If you're not sure what it is, Pick 3 of your closest friends, the ones that will tell you the truth, not just cosign because you asked them to. They will tell you the truth. Hear what they have to say and ask them, what do you see about me that's valuable? What are the 3 qualities that I possess that you admire? Yeah, let's make this work. I learned that I have to have more conversation. I learned that I value me more now than I ever have. I've learned that it is important to have conversations, real conversations. And when a person is telling you their whole life story within the first 2 to 3 weeks of meeting you, run in the other direction. Mm. Run, Forrest. Run. Run, Forrest. Run. No. Even though I know that no, I I thought this was something that I could handle. That okay, yeah, he's telling me a lot. I was like, and I remember from the beginning, I kept going. He sure is pouring a lot of stuff on me. He's giving a lot of, telling me a whole lot about. I felt like I didn't even tell him anything about what's going on with me because he was so busy talking about himself. That was flag number one. That was flag number one. He wanted to dump all his stuff on me. What's that about? Don't you have a therapist? Maybe you should get one. And if I had said that in the beginning, then possibly we wouldn't even made it 9 months because I would have pointed out and I would have saw some things that showed me, hey, what's really going on here? Number two, I never went to his house. He came to mine. And I remember seeing a video of this guy, can't think of his name right now. And he was saying how women should never let a man that they're dating come to their house because he brings his energy and he brings the other women that he's been with and he brings all of this negativity to your home, which is your sanctuary. If y'all want to knock boots, he said, that's what hotels are for. He said, you go to his house, but you don't let him come to yours. And I remember when I listened to him, I was like, wow, wow. And women do it because we're comfortable in our own home. And we know everything in our own home. So we do it because we feel that, well, we've seen the guy, but you never, ever, and I won't ever do it again, have somebody come to my house before I go to his house. Have somebody come and sleep in my bed before I've been in his house. Meet his children, his family, whatever. If it's a serious relationship, sorry guys, if it's a serious relationship, then we don't even have to worry about we're gonna meet family, friends, whatever. But these things will happen in time, and you got to give it time to grow. You got to give it time to go there. You got to give it time to say, hey, what do we want this to look like? What do we want this relationship to look like? When he said he had never been in a monogamous, healthy relationship and he wanted to be in one, he was ready to be in one. My question should have been, what does that look like for you? Actually, I did ask that question. What did it look like? He said, well, I'll just be with one woman and I could just love her and I could just be with her. And then, but he had never did that. So he didn't know what that looked like. And he said that to me and I was like, oh, okay. Shame on me. Shame on me. Shame on me. Not beat myself up. I just know that I should have taken more time. Definitely should have asked different questions. Me, of course. But hey, all of us make mistakes. None of us are perfect. And we all have things we need to learn. And that's how things go in life. We have things we need to learn. And as we go on and as we do stuff and as we get up day to day and do everything that we do that requires us to be present in our lives, this is how we learn. It's exactly how we learn. This is how we get to be in a place where we can value ourselves, love ourselves, and get over the fear and the pain that other people have caused for us, and the pain that we have not been able to let go of. When we let go of the pain, when we let go of the fear, when we replace it with love, and we replace it with value and confidence, and we replace it with the love that we have for ourselves, you'd be surprised who you attract. Because you'll attract people that realize and see in you what they see in themselves. There was a level in there that I felt that I didn't realize at the time. I was attracted to what I saw. I didn't realize that. So for me, it was about understanding it and doing something about it, making the change. It's important. I hope this helped. Of the lessons that I learned, I hope that this touched you, and I hope that you're able to make some changes in your life. And if you're not, if you don't know how, come see me. Come to my website, fill out a form, call me up if you got my number, set up a consultation. Let's talk. Let's talk about it so we can get moving, so you can get to a better place and a better life. And don't no longer be a professional victim. All right? Okay, baby. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to celebrate your life. Because the more you celebrate life, the more life there is to celebrate. I'll see you next time on the Comfort Zone. The Comfort Zone. Oh, FYI, I will be taking a few weeks off. I'll be coming back in probably end of August. I'm looking to interview people to be on my podcast. It's time, it's beyond time that I start interviewing people. So I'm going to be going through the process. I'm going to take some time to reach out to folks and have people come on here. And the next time I come on this podcast, I will be doing an interview. I'll be interviewing people. I know I said that months before. I really like doing what I was doing. But it's time. It's time. Everybody needs to talk to someone, and someone else has an insight and has information that I don't have. But I'm going to share it with you. So that's the next level. Okay, we go to the next level. I'm taking a few weeks off. This is going to be the last episode for a while. Please enjoy it and like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you all soon on the Comfort Zone. Take care.